July 12th, 2026. Iran's Revolutionary Guard declares the Strait of Hormuz closed for the third time this year. 24 hours earlier, a Cyprus-flagged container ship was hit mid-transit and set ablaze. 23 crew on board. The American answer came overnight. 140 targets struck before dawn. This is the most dangerous waterway on Earth right now. And here's the full tactical picture. The Strait of Hormuz is just 21 nautical miles wide at its narrowest point, between Iran's coast and Oman's Musandam Peninsula. Before this war, roughly a quarter of the world's seaborne oil and a fifth of global liquefied natural gas moved through this gap. Up to 140 ships every single day. Iran's naval bases at Bandar Abbas and Jask sit directly on the shipping lanes. Every tanker leaving the Gulf passes within missile range of the Revolutionary Guard's coast. There is no alternative sea route. None. February 28th. The United States and Israel launch a massive air campaign against Iran. Supreme Leader Khamenei is killed on day one. Iran's retaliation weapon isn't missiles, it's geography. The Revolutionary Guard shuts the strait. Warnings to all shipping, boardings, attacks on merchant vessels, and sea mines in the water. By late April, 2,000 ships and 20,000 mariners are trapped inside the Persian Gulf. From April 13th, the United States blockades Iranian ports in response. Tanker traffic collapses to almost zero. The biggest energy supply disruption in history. In June, both sides sign a memorandum of understanding. Traffic slowly recovers. It doesn't last. June 25th, a container ship is attacked, the first major strike since the deal. Then the ladder accelerates. July 7th. 3 ships hit in a single day. A Qatari gas carrier and a Saudi crude tanker among them. Central Command retaliates with over 80 strikes, hitting Karg Island, Iran's main oil export hub, plus Bandar Abbas and Keshem. July 9th, a second strike package, roughly 90 targets. Iran answers with missiles and drones against Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar, the country hosting the peace talks, and extends its strikes to Jordan and Oman. July 11th, the container ship strike. July 12th, Iran declares the strait closed. America launches its third round. About 140 sites, missile batteries, drone bases, naval assets, coastal radars. 5 Gulf states hit in 1 week. The U.S. Navy runs escort convoys along the so-called Southern Highway, the lane hugging Oman's coast. Carrier strike group, Arleigh Burke destroyers, constant air cover. Iran plays the opposite game. Asymmetry. Swarms of fast attack craft, around 20 units active at a time. Khordad 15 surface-to-air batteries and anti-ship missiles hidden along the coastline. One-way attack drones. And mines. The weapon nobody has cleared, because Iran refuses international minesweeping assistance. Since July 7th, not a single large vessel has transited the escorted lane with its transponder on. The Southern Highway has effectively ground to a halt. The numbers. On July 11th, just 21 commercial transits against 140 a day before the war. Brent crude is holding near $76 to $79, up $4 in a week.
The Arctic Common American Tours
But markets are still betting on de-escalation. War risk insurance premiums have multiplied. 6,000 seafarers remain stranded on ships inside the Gulf. And there's a deadline nobody's talking about. Iran's toll-free transit window under the June memorandum expires around August 17th. After that, Tehran says every ship pays for maritime services. At the peak of the war, that price reportedly reached $2 million per transit. 3 scenarios. 1. The talks in Qatar survive this week, and the strait limps back to partial traffic under Iranian fee control. 2. The strikes continue, and Hormuz stays a shooting gallery into autumn, with oil reserves already at multi-decade lows. 3. Full-scale war resumes. The scenario the United Nations calls catastrophic for the global economy. Iran's chief negotiator has already said the strait will never return to pre-war conditions. Whatever happens next, it happens here, in these 21 miles. Subscribe for the next tactical update.